on the show. We'd like to get your official endorsement on the show.
Trump is a smart guy.
All right.
Trump.
So you heard it here. Rad Zone's voting for Trump. Danny DeVito's voting for Bernie.
Rad Zone, and I quote, Trump's a smart guy.
Maybe Robert De Niro. You should vote for Robert De Niro because he gets on the internet and says, "Oh, Trump, fuck Trump.
wouldn't vote
I'm
for
going
Robert
to
De Niro.
punch
He's an
him
actor.
out. I'm going to punch out Trump." Oh,
I wouldn't
gonna
vote
vote
for. He looks too old. You know, you see him in The Irishman and you think
Yeah.
he's that young, and then you see him again in real life, and you're like, oh fuck, he's
almost as old as
young.
Bernie. I'm voting for him.
he's a stupid libtard, from New York and Hollywood, and Orange Man bad. No matter what, Orange Man bad. No matter what he does, the best economy in 40 years.
Okay.
Orange Man bad.
But when you see, when you see Robert De Niro trying to bang that black chick in Taxi Driver at the porno theater, and then she's like, "If you keep talking to me, I'm gonna get the manager." And then he's like, "Okay, I'll just have some jujubes." Don't you kind of relate to that?
I don't.
He kind of approached her.
I'm not a movie
with a
guy.
bit, and she kind of gave him the light and said, "No, you're being racist. Get off the stage, De Niro." And then he never went back to that porno theater. When he did, she was like, "No, I told you last time."
I've done
You
comedy.
got a lot in common with Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, I've done comedy
Little
based
bit, little
on
bit.
black, totally about black attitudes and black people and black environments and about my life. I've lived next to the largest black neighborhood in Chicago, which
Next
is
to.
huge. Yeah, next to.
It was like
I lived
45
in.
minutes out. It
I lived
still
in.
got rowdy.
I lived in the fucking.
And one of my best friends got killed from going into that neighborhood.
I lived off of 117th Street on the south side, and I used to drive to the gas station to buy cigarettes in my car, even though I could just walk there.
If you is that where you started comedy, right? In Chicago?
Yeah, once.
You did it once in Chicago?
Yeah.
And then did you move out here and decide you got bored and started hitting mics?
No, I studied, I took some improv classes in Chicago, and I had always listened to like George Carlin albums
I gotcha.
and Steve Martin albums. My older brother had a George Carlin album and a Steve Martin
Place for
album.
my stuff. That's the one I like.
But George Carlin, you can't do George Carlin material here in Las Vegas because that's intellectual material, and there are no intellectuals in Las Vegas.
How dare you?
You're sitting next to
I read
two.
a poem last night.
He read a
He's got a
poem.
bit about Jeopardy.
I have a bit about Jeopardy.
But
I have a bit about white people not saying the N-word that works
I have
100%
a
of
bit.
the time.
I have a bit about white people not saying
Every
the N-word
time.
that works like 20% of the time.
It works every time in my heart, Paul.
But you guys aren't in the audience. I'm saying the audiences aren't intellectual enough to understand your own comedy.
Oh, I can agree with that. There's a bunch of bozos walking around.
You got to do
this joint.
subtext. It's got to be in the subtext.
Right. You slip in your intellectual material inside of your dick
do.
joke, inside of your porno joke.
That's why
And then I go and slip my dick inside of an intellectual.
There you go.
I'm just
You're
kidding.
killing
Because
it.
I know who Dostoevsky is.
You're killing. Yeah. See, people would look at you and say,
slip your intellectual material in with your dick joke.
"Was he?
Just
Was
be
he
like,
the
"My
goalie
penis
for the
is-"
Vegas Golden Knights? He was the second goalie for the Vegas Golden Knights.
My dick
Second
reminds
string.
me of Vonnegut's writing, and here's why. I'm just kidding.
You should read. You want to read a book? You should read Breakfast of Champions. That's a funny book, and it's like fast. Those books are great. You never get bored.
Like Captain Underpants?
You ever read a Kurt Vonnegut book?
I've read, he wrote Slaughterhouse-Five, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I read some of that.
that's good. You never finished it?
No.
Oh, really?
I'm so bad about finishing books, dude.
But fucking Breakfast of Champions is great because it has pictures.
Oh, that's all it takes.
It's got.
Got pictures. You're an
It
intellectual.
does. It does.
It's got
It's really
pictures.
good. It's got a story
I
about
like
where the
pictures.
term beaver came from, and it was like a code word that firemen used to use when they'd see fucking women coming down the ladder.
They go, damn,
They're
girl,
not wearing
you
underwear.
dick.
They got any underwear. They yell beaver.
Fire in the hole.
And he goes, "This is what an asshole looks like," and then he draws an asterisk.
She comes down with that.
It's a really
like,
funny
something
book.
smells like fish. All right.
I've heard of Kurt Vonnegut, but I don't think I've ever read any of his stuff.
He's great. He used the N-word.
Hey, when I was in high school, we had to read. We had to read.
I just love his smart. He used the N-word.
Mark Twain did too.
That was a different time. Vonnegut was around, what, the 70s, 80s?
60s, 70s. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So back then, white people could still throw it around decently.
Yeah.
It wasn't I mean, Tarantino uses it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Weinstein getting fucking convicted?
I was surprised, honestly.
Oh, it's about time. He got away with all kinds of shit, being the head libtard in Hollywood.
You think fucking Miro Savino is really worth getting in trouble for?
I think there's a lot of young actresses who are willing to do anything, and unfortunately, there's always going to be women who want to do that. And
If I was Harvey Weinstein, here's be my pick: Emma Stone, the chick from Harry Potter.
Isn't that Emma
I
Stone?
took a sexual assault list. Who's your top five?
Isn't that Emma Stone? Isn't that the girl in Harry Potter?
No, it's Emma
Watson.
Yeah,
Isn't
Emma
it
Watson.
Emma
There's a
yeah.
lot of Emmas.
Weird name, Emma.
technically,
I mean,
Harvey
it's one N away
Weinstein.
from being a really unfortunate name.
Who,
Enema.
have you ever had sex with an obese woman? You have? What was her name?
Sure, a long time ago. Took one for the team a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Was
I
it
can't
weird?
remember.
You were like,
Can't remember.
oh well, if it was a long time ago, then the stereotype of big white girls and black dudes might not have been around yet.
Yeah. Did you get up there and be like, yo, got some brothers in the audience, and then some fat girl got wet, some fat white girl got wet.
Damn, baby, let me see you.
Her pussy started dripping bacon grease. I went down on a fat girl. It was surprisingly, well, not surprisingly sweet, because I think she was diabetic. Hey,
You might get chlamydia.
Type 2.
Too. You might get chlamydia if you go down.
have you ever fucked a 10?
No.
Have you ever fucked 5 2s?
Well, like I said,
In a row.
I've taken a few for the team. Let me put it that way.
I fucked 5 number 2s.
When you're young and starting out,
You ever fucked a girl in the
do
butt?
You'll do whatever the team wants you to.
Have you ever fucked a girl in the butt?
I can't. No, I can't recall ever.
You
doing
ever
that.
at least licked a thumb and rubbed it?
No.
You ever
They go
stick your little
wild, dude.
finger
You'd
in
be
a girl's
surprised.
butthole?
I'm
while
pretty
you went down on her?
traditional. I'd say I'm
got
pretty
you.
traditional.
That's that's the new tradition.
I'm a traditional
That's the new
kind of guy.
You know who's to blame for that? Socialism.
Ass eating is
Yeah.
the new Christmas, guys. It's tradition.
Hey, I don't think America is ready for a gay president. And
Well, Obama was gay, so.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Gabraham Lincoln. He had a BFF, but a lot of historians believe he was slipping that guy the Lincoln log.
And not only that,
God,
that's where the term came from. I was
Oh,
always
God.
wondering about that coming from Illinois.
You never heard that story?
No, I never did.
Yeah, there's a lot of historians believe Abraham Lincoln was gay.
Well, he looked kind of weird, you got to admit.
That looked cool, man. He's all wearing black and shit.
He got super
Looked
depressed.
like an art fag. Yeah, totally
You know
fucking
why?
illuminating.
You know why he got really depressed? I was listening to a documentary, and a guy had been reading his autobiography, and he thought he had chlamydia, and he didn't want his wife to find out. And so, which maybe been from fucking the dude. I don't know. But he kept writing notes, and they found the notes to the doctor, and that's how they came upon this, of him saying it. And the doctor, because back then they used mercury to just cure a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So they were like, here, take this. And apparently that causes severe depression. And
Oh.
that was right when that shit started happening. But
These
apparently
days-
it got to the point where he would black out and just
Oh, really?
go on
From the
walks.
mercury?
Yeah, and the depression and all that
Holy
bullshit.
shit.
If you had to watch your president kiss another man, wouldn't that make you wonder about why we have a president?
It would depend on my health insurance plan and how much money I made an hour.
I would be okay to watch my president kiss
I
another
don't really
man.
give a fuck. Who's your
My president can kiss another man as long as it's a woman president, right? I'm just kidding.
The first George Bush Sr. was
That was a
practically
joke.
George
That was
Bush
a joke.
Sr. was practically fucking a dude.
Yeah, his wife was not.
Yeah, she looked like George Washington.
Barbara Bush was not cute. Dude.
Let me set the record straight. I don't care what Mr. Buttigieg does in his bedroom.
Booty jugs.
Mr. Booty
We don't even
Jugs.
know how to say his name.
But
I
not
don't
gonna
trust
win.
it. I don't trust his name. It's too Russian.
once he
sucks.
gets into the White House, he's going to kiss his husband at some point on stage.
And that grosses you
And,
out?
yeah, I don't want to see that.
Grow the fuck up, dude. You fucking 7 years old? Like, come on.
I don't care what he does in his bedroom
Are
with
you
his.
kidding me? It's not. It's.
Have you ever
he's
had to
not
watch a
sitting
gay
on-
porn video?
I mean, I didn't have
Have you ever
to.
gone to a gay bar and had
Yeah.
to watch gay men
I mean,
fucking
like,
each
again,
other?
I didn't
Yeah.
have to. They don't fuck
Yeah,
in
have
the
you?
bar.
Yeah,
They,
my
Is it
girlfriend
something
went in.
you enjoy doing?
Well, I mean, my girlfriend wanted me to.
It's
Okay,
It's good for
well, I'm
material.
asking Gabe.
It's good for getting material, but like, it's just like, I mean, it's on the TV though, dude. Like, it's not. And it's just a kiss. It's not like he's like sitting on your lap and like grinding up against you and like, hey, you want to?
Yeah,
see
it's not
this?
like you're kissing him.
And it's a presidential kiss, so it's gonna be classy. They're not
So-
gonna just start just fucking.
You better hope
each
that
other.
gay conversion plan that Bernie's got isn't mandatory then.
Hollywood hopes.
Maybe that's why Pete's the way he is.
Hollywood hopes everybody wants to be gay. So they hope you turn
There's
gay.
a lot of actresses that won't have a career if that were true.
Well, it's never going to happen, but Hollywood wants you to be gay.
Which
Hollywood wants you to- If you ever have an
Could you
hour,
name any
if you ever
names?
have a comedy special, please just name it Hollywood
wants you to be
Yeah, I
gay.
don't want to name any names
This
in
clip's
case I
got
have a
a
comedy
title.
special.
What? Give us examples. Like who in Hollywood and like what movies make you
Okay.
gay?
Will and Grace.
Did you know that the majority of the workers in the television industry are gay and lesbian?
I would hope so.
Yeah, they make good content.
I don't know.
Do you have to be gay and lesbian to be an artist?
Where's this figure? Most is that like
The unions.
Did you ever hear the story that Quincy Jones forced Tupac to have sex with him in order to become famous? Oh no, it was Will Smith.
yeah,
Wow, somebody.
Suge Knight forced Tupac to have sex with him.
Oh, Suge Knight used to make people drink pee.
I'm never
Did
gonna.
he really?
I don't know. That's
I'm never.
I've heard that before.
I would
though.
totally tell people that.
As a punishment.
It's
I'm never
believable.
gonna
You sugar
get.
late. You gotta drink some pee.
I'm never gonna get a show in Hollywood now because now that people
Would
see
you
this
have sex?
video,
What if somebody gave
they're
you $1
gonna say,
million?
wow.
Hold on, if
Yeah,
somebody
you
offered
could
you
get
$1
a show
million.
on Fox News.
Yeah, would you have
he's
sex with a
against-
guy for a
he's
show
against
on
gays.
television? Just for the record, I would have sex with a man for a show on television.
I would have sex with a man for fun. All right.
That's
There's a $1
why-
million check. All you gotta do is have sex with one dude, and we'll give you $1 million a year to do a sitcom. Would you do it?
I'm in,
Maybe.
dude.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe the price
You get
is
$1
right.
million and a sitcom, and then you get like royalties and shit from the sitcom. You get to write, direct, and it's a definite 10 episodes. You might not get picked up for more, but you get definite 10 episodes. Would you let that guy slip it in?
Rat
What
Zone
if what if
says
what
yes.
if he what if there was a thing you could get roofied and it would just be $750,000, but you could get roofied and you'd be unconscious during all of it.
But Harvey
That
Weinstein,
sounds like a decent deal.
Harvey Weinstein's not getting convicted for raping dudes, you know.
I'm already gonna vote
Oh, 'cause that's
against my
just
own
hot.
best interest. What more do you want to know?
Well, we know that you're gonna vote for Trump. We know that you'd be gay for a TV show.
I could get
And
my
that
school. I
Hollywood
could
is
get my
ruled by
school.
gays.
All my school loans would be wiped out if Bernie gets in the.
So then why would you do that? I think that you like things to be difficult.
Well,
There's a Marxist philosopher, psychiatrist, who also
you
talks.
can't.
The pathological guy who needs his wife to cheat
You think
because he would never have anything to fight against.
it's always good to
I don't understand it either.
to view other people's lives and to pick apart the problems that they have.
Do you
which is that what you're good at?
Do you like
Okay.
challenges?
You're
You
good at
make things difficult for yourself.
Criticizing. You're good at picking on people's.
I'm not picking on you. Do you think I'm picking on you?
Well, I'm just saying, nobody's life turns out the way they want it to. I've lived for 59 years, okay? My life hasn't turned out the way I wanted it to, okay? But you're going to make jokes about me.
I'm not making jokes about you.
You guys laugh and you say,
We're having fun. This is fun.
This is
You're
fun,
having fun?
dude. You've been laughing too,
I'm having
Ray.
fun,
Don't sit here bullshit.
But I'm asking you a serious question.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm not making
We're not
fun
making
of you.
fun of you.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a
I'm not
question,
making
a serious
fun of you,
question
Ray, dude.
that I
What?
recognize about myself. You know what I do sometimes? I make trouble in order to. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy.
Well, sure.
That's a good song.
Because
Yeah, everybody,
By,
it's a song.
Who is that? Lit?
That's not a complicated question.
I made a mistake.
Why.
I made a mistake on the night that I got kicked.
No. That's not what
So
I'm
I have to
talking
pay
about.
for that the rest of my life.
I don't think you made a mistake. I think you were wronged. I'm asking you about this.
Yeah,
is about
it
the
is.
Trump
That
thing.
could have been handled a lot
I'm asking
better.
you,
Yeah,
why would you vote?
of
You're
course it
saying
could've.
I'm voting against my own best interests.
It's a weird
I'm asking,
admission.
is there a philosophy behind that?
Well, I don't plan on, unless I make a lot of money as an internet star, I don't plan on ever having enough money to get beyond low income.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm not voting against my own interests.
So any loans I have that are out there, I don't really worry about them right now because they're never going to get paid off anyway because I'm always going to be low income.
And the student loans aren't under the name Raid Zone, so they'll never find them.
What is your real name?
That's my real name now. That's what I tell people. That's the story.
Don.
Hey, nobody says
Don Gordon.
Madonna.
His
Nobody
Madonna
says,
is a real name.
yeah, but it's Madonna Cacciatore. Nobody says, hey, Madonna Ciccone. Hey, Madonna Ciccone, how come you don't use Ciccone anymore, Madonna Ciccone? We're going to call you Madonna Ciccone, Madonna Ciccone. You know why? Because everybody in the libtard community says, oh, that's her first name. That's what she goes by. So we're going to go by Madonna. Nobody ever calls her Madonna Ciccone.
Well, that's the same as you going by a stage name. Like Madonna, I'm sure wanted to be called Madonna as her singing name.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure she wanted to be famous as Madonna.
We know her name. We don't know your name.
Done it.
Well, what about
But-
Prince? Was that his real name?
Prince Nelson. Roger Nelson.
Oh, Roger Prince Nelson?
Yeah, Roger Nelson.
Like Prince
No,
was his
he
middle
just
name? or
he
something?
just made Prince's his stage name. That was just
Yeah.
his music
Okay.
alias.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just like
Nobody
Raid
ever said, hey, it's Roger Nelson. Let's not call him Prince
Well, I think they
because he's
did.
not Prince. He's
For a
Roger
while they
Nelson. No way. Let's try to find out his real name
So you
because
don't
that
wanna-
way we can.
I just
have
wanted to
something
know
say.
your real name.
Yeah, I just want to know your real
Like,
name.
I'm just curious.
Jeb Bush.
That's a good name. I'd have changed it too.
That's the best punchline he's had all night. Dude.
I'd have
Jeb
changed
Bush.
I'd have changed the name too.
Let's end it on
Yeah.
that, dude. He finished with a dismount.
All right,
We got
yeah,
a
the battery's
lot of
almost
shit
dead.
done.